We ready, council?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Madam Clerk.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10-4-6 and sec. Notice of which was sent to the record in the Star Ledger and was posted on the municipal bulletin board.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Here.
Councilmember Carroll.
Here.
Mayor LaBrus.
Here. Would everybody please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. There are no proclamations or presentations tonight. So we'll go to the approval of the minutes of the regular county executive meeting of February 27th, 2023. Who wasn't here?
Everybody was here.
Everybody was here. Okay.
Offer.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Okay, and with that, we go right to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. The city is proud to announce that we are the first town under the South Bergen Joint Insurance Fund to be designated as, our fire department to be designated as certified. It's a new program that the South Bergen JIF put together, and Hackensack's fire department was the first one to be certified and designated as certified. The city would also like to congratulate the Johnson Public Library for winning the Best of Bergen Award for the best library. Registration for baseball and softball has been extended until tomorrow, March 15th. Councilman Carroll was instrumental in getting that extended, and we actually signed up about another 12 players as a result. Community garden members, both returning and new gardeners, are welcome to register. Please contact our Recreation Department for more details. The City of Hackensack is continuing its efforts to protect our Hackensack residents from COVID-19. For more information on upcoming free bivalent booster clinics, please contact our Health Department or refer to our website. Don't forget to submit your photo for the cover photo contest of the month. Details are on the front page of our website. The annual Easter egg hunt is scheduled for April 4th at Johnson Park. Please refer to our website for the designated time for your child's age group. The Recreation Department will also be hosting a Senior Citizens Spring Fling get-together on March 31st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is a free event for all of our Hackensack seniors. Light snacks and beverages will be served. Please contact Recreation for tickets ASAP.
Can I go?
Yeah.
I have to work.
That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we got a pretty long agenda here. You ready there? How's the voice? Is it good?
It's,
Need like a throat lozenge or something?
no, I'm good so far.
Sure. Mouthwash, anything?
No, I think I'm good. I got my water.
Okay. So resolution 94-23.
This is a final adoption of ordinance number 6-2023, an ordinance authorizing entry of real estate purchase and sale agreement with designated redeveloper Hackensack Main Street Urban Renewal LLC for sale of block 315, lot 34, lot D, and adjacent lots potentially consisting of block 315, lots 14, 15, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.01, 28.02, 30.01, 30.02, and 32.01, to be taken by condemnation pursuant to the Local Redevelopment and Housing Law and Eminent Domain Act. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for public hearing.
Okay, need a motion to open to the public, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anybody from the public who'd like to speak to this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward. Seeing no members of the public, motion to close to the public.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Motion to adopt the ordinance, please.
Offer.
So. Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 6-2023 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Okay. Resolution 95-23.
This is a resolution for final adoption of ordinance number 7-2023, an ordinance authorizing financial agreement for the market rate rental apartments, retail, public plaza, and parking structure project to be constructed upon block 315, lots 14, 15, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 2801, 2802, 30.01, 3002, 32.01, and 34 by Hackensack Main Street Urban Renewal LLC, an urban renewal entity pursuant to the long-term tax exemption law, NJSA 40A:20-1 et sec. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Need a motion to open to the public, please?
Offer.
Second. Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anybody from the public would like to speak to this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward. Seeing no members of the public, motion to close.
Offer.
Second. Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. I'm just gonna ask one thing in the future, and I think we had mentioned this before. Let's, for the public's sake, and even some people up here, because we do a lot of these, let's put the location of what we're dealing with on it, because, you know, lot numbers, nobody knows what lot numbers are, so.
Okay,
That's-
this is the same,
As the other one, but it's,
yeah, it's lot D.
so let's put an address to it or something, or formerly known as that, or whatever.
Okay.
All right, just so everybody knows.
And they should be, for us, should be the amount a year, the financial agreement, and the percentage should be there.
Well, I don't know if that, I wouldn't put the financial agreement on in the ordinance.
But at least they should be there, but the guy gonna get a say here, Pablo, and he's gonna get 10-12%, should be there.
Okay,
So we are voting on it, I don't know.
all right, I'll make mention to the ordinance, right,
Okay.
which isn't always me.
Or me.
I know.
So, next resolution, you ready?
Oh, wait a second, so
You
you
gotta
wanted
read
the
it.
location and you wanted, what was that, Leo?
He wants the terms of the pilot.
Terms.
The years and the percentage.
Okay. All right, we need a motion to adopt.
Need a motion to adopt, my bad.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 7-2023 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 96-23.
This is a resolution for final adoption of ordinance number 8-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 170 of the Code of the City of Hackensack parking to update meter and monthly pricing for the use of certain off-street municipal parking lots. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anybody from the public who would like to speak to this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward. Seeing no members of the public, motion to close.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Any motion to adopt the ordinance, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 8-2023 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 97-23.
This is a resolution for the final adoption of ordinance number 9-2023, an ordinance amending Chapter 3, General Requirements of the Property Maintenance Code of the City of Hackensack with respect to storage containers. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anybody from the public would like to speak to this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward. Seeing no members of the public, motion to close.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Motion to adopt the ordinance, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 9-2023 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 98-23.
This is a resolution for final adoption of ordinance number 10-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 170 of the Code of the City of Hackensack Vehicles and Traffic regarding prohibited U-turns in section 170-63. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Anyone from the public who'd like to speak to this ordinance and this ordinance only, please come forward. Seeing no members of the public, motion closed.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Motion to adopt the ordinance?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack County of Bergen and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 10-2023 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 99-23.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 11-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 101 of the Code of the City of Hackensack, insurance, to establish procedures for the insurance registration required by Public Law 2022 C.92 NJSA 40A:10A-1 et sec.
Need a motion to introduce?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance 11-2023 is introduced, is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on March 28, 2023, at 8:00 p.m. or soon thereafter as the matter can be reached, as a regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law, with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Resolution 100-23.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 12-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 101 of the Code of the City of Hackensack zoning in order to revise and clarify requirements for development in split zone lots.
Need a motion, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance 12-2023, as introduced, is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on April 25th, 2023, at 8:00 p.m., or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Resolution 101-23.
It's a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 13-2023, capital ordinance of the City of Hackensack and the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, authorizing certain capital improvements and appropriating $1,400,000 and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from the reserve for sale of municipal assets in the current fund of the City of Hackensack.
Need a motion to introduce, please.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance 13-2023 as introduced is now passed on first reading, and the said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on March 28, 2023 at 8:00 p.m. or soon thereafter, as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested are given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Okay. Resolution 102-23.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 14-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 168 of the Code of the City of Hackensack, vehicles and property abandoned, regarding the city's authority to remove abandoned vehicles on public streets.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance 14-2023 is introduced is now passed on first reading, and the said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on March 28, 2023 at 8:00 p.m. or soon thereafter, as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and at the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Okay, resolution 103-23.
This is a resolution for the introduction of ordinance number 15-2023, an ordinance to amend chapter 32 of the Code of the City of Hackensack Police Department in order to designate the police director as the appropriate authority under New Jersey law.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second. Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance being ordinance 15-2023 is introduced is now passed on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on March 28, 2023 at 8:00 p.m. or soon thereafter, as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with a notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Resolution 104-23.
This is a resolution authorizing tax refunds for state court judgments.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 105-23.
It's a resolution authorizing change order number 1 for extraordinary unspecified services contract to Presage Integrated Solutions.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 106-23.
It's a resolution awarding change order number 3 to Suburban Engineering for additional subcontractor services for the Northeast Sewer Lift Station Improvements Project.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 107-23.
It's a resolution awarding change order number 1, final to Reggio Construction, Inc. for the Pine Street Drainage Improvement Project.
Need a motion, please?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Resolution 108-23.
It's a resolution authorizing a 2023 emergency temporary appropriation to the temporary budget.
Need a motion?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. 109-23.
It's a resolution authorizing payment of bills.
Need a motion to pay the bills?
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Von Rudenberg. Aye. Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Okay, has everybody take a glance through your consent agenda? and see if anybody has any conflicts.
No?
No.
Seeing none, motion to move forward with the consent agenda.
The following items are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by certification of availability of funds. Any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda, and consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes, including any exceptions and/or additions. The consent agenda consists of Resolution 110-23 through 117-23. 110-23 is a resolution authorizing the settlement of workers' compensation matter filed by Stanislav Tobin, pending in the New Jersey Division of Workers' Compensation, case number 2020-4147. Resolution 111 is a resolution authorizing the settlement of workers' compensation matter filed by Gregory Kislow, pending in the New Jersey Division of Workers' Compensation, case number 2019-31195. Resolution 112-23 is a resolution authorizing the release of escrow funds for 655 Summit Avenue. Resolution 113-23 is a resolution designating Lisa Marisha Chile as recycling coordinator and authorizing submission of recycling tonnage grant application. Resolution 114-23 is a resolution authorizing raffle licenses. Resolution 115-23 is a resolution awarding professional service agreement to Boswell Engineering for consulting engineering services. Resolution 116-23 is a resolution awarding professional service agreement to Neglia Engineering Associates for consulting engineer services. Resolution 117-23 is a resolution awarding professional service agreement to Spiro Harrison and Nelson LLC for redevelopment attorney services.
Thank you. I need a motion to adopt.
Offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Ron Rudenberg.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino is absent. Councilmember Pataglia.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
And Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Okay, good job, Deb. Can you still talk?
Yes. I don't need to take pulmonary function test tomorrow. I just read that agenda.
Okay, motion to open to the public, please.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Okay, anybody from the public would like to speak, please come forward, give your name to the clerk, and you'll have 3 minutes. Seeing no members from the public, motion to close.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Okay. Steph, some words?
Sure. Thanks everyone for coming out. I know the weather isn't
You
great.
can speak extra long tonight, because Kathy's not here.
No. I just wanted to start out by congratulating the Johnson Public Library for the Best of Bergen Award for Best Library. The other finalists included Midland Park Memorial Library, Ridgewood Public Library, and Rutherford Public Library, so we're proud of them. Just want to thank Tara Cooper, the director, all of the employees, and the board over there for their hard work. And I know Vinny mentioned earlier that the deadline to register for softball and baseball was extended to tomorrow, but we still are in need of coaches for softball and baseball, so if anyone is interested, we could really use your help. And please remember that the background fees are, they will be refunded, so please don't let that deter you. If you have the time and you want to be involved, we would appreciate it. And that's it for me. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Leo?
First of all, I want to thank everybody for the phone call, get with cards, I'm pressed. I am back and continue doing the best I can for the city. And everybody know that we already got the bids and contract for the paving programs, and we continue working to improve the plant. And I hope so they're ready at least before September. That's the wish. Thank you for coming. Just be careful. Good night.
Thank you. Jerry?
Yes. Please hear that all our parks are now scheduled to get some work going, and hopefully we get completion, and all the dates are pulled through. Also that the paving will start very soon. I guess as soon as the weather breaks, we get a lot of these streets repaved. As for our DPW, the gentleman that spoke out earlier, our DPW are definitely appreciated, along with our police officers and our firemen. So please don't feel that, you're second to anyone. Again, everyone, get home safe, take care, and God bless.
Thank you, Jared. So as announced before by the city manager, our Johnson Public Library, which is a historic building, it's an iconic building on Main Street, beautiful library. I remember going there as a kid, having that library card. Great library, just won 2001 magazine, or 201 magazine, best library to 2023. So that's a great accomplishment for Tara over there. She's the director of the library. She does a great job in the employees, so we want to congratulate them on a great job. And Stephanie sits on the library board, so that's kudos to you too, because you guide them as they move forward. But they do a nice job over there. 4/4, April 4th, Easter egg hunt, right? Bring your kids down to Johnson Park. It's always a lot of fun. A little crazy watching 500 little ones going after 600 eggs, but it's fun to watch. It's fun.
500 plus the parents.
Yeah, plus the parents. It's fun to watch. Bring your camera, bring your phone and videotape it. It's hysterical. Steffi mentioned something, and this is not just a problem for Hackensack. It's a problem across the country. It's volunteerism, especially with youth sports, being out there and coaching. I can tell you from being a youth sports coach, okay? All four of us up here have been youth sports coaches.
That's the same right.
And the city manager, all right? How important it is, all right, to be mentoring or be mentored as a young kid by a volunteer coach, whether it's a parent, uncle, grandparent, whatever. And it's very important, but the other side of that is the reward you get coaching. The best days of my life were coaching. I honestly say it's one of the best things I ever did. I would love to be able to still do it, but the body says no. But I just love being out there coaching. And I see these guys for years were doing it. Jerry did it for a living, actually, besides rec, did it for a living. So, but the benefit you get as a coach, and I recommend every parent who has a son or daughter that's involved in sports, get involved, get out there, spend some time with them, coach, do whatever you can. Even if it's helping with the equipment, whatever, they need help. Every program in town needs help because we're noticing a big fall off in the amount of people that are volunteering. It's unbelievable. And without volunteers, these programs aren't successful. They just don't work. So concession stands, everything else. And kudos to junior wrestling. They just had their region tournament. Jerry, my son wrestled for years together. That region tournament was very successful, only because of volunteers. Without the volunteers that it took to run that, and how many people did you have that day? 40, 50? Yeah, it's close to 50 people volunteering in one day, all day. And I'm talking like 6 in the morning till 6 at night. It's a long day, but they did a great job. And that tournament's been successful for years, and thank God for it. Leo, it's good to have you back. Get Jerry back, now we got Leo back. Now next week, a couple weeks, we have Kathy back. So it's good to have you back, and glad you're feeling better, and hope your wife is feeling better as well. Some youth football coaches came up tonight, kind of caught me by surprise because I wasn't aware that the younger group won the championship this year. Had we had known, we surely would have given them their certificates and everything else. So, we love doing that, so there's no reason that we wouldn't want to do it. So, I apologize to them because we just didn't. I apologize to Coach Francis. We just didn't know, and we need to get the information to us and to the clerk's office so we can do all the right stuff to recognize our kids, because we always recognize our kids. We have track here every year. We have all different other sports here, and we always try to recognize them. I just want to put this message out there for Carver Park. Right? Kind of ordered and suggested to the art engineer tonight, and she's going to pass that message forward, a full court press. Okay?
I
For
spoke
Carver
to
Park. I think that should be the slogan for that.
Yes.
Full court press, let's go. This thing is running behind schedule already. We want to get it done. Right? We want the kids playing basketball on that court, hopefully late summer at the latest. All right? I had mentioned to Jerry, I think, maybe as part of the bid process, I know the bids package put together already, Vinnie?
Yes.
But there, we may want to say, is there any way
No,
to
we
do
split
one
up.
court?
We already,
First.
we were talking about that.
To get one court done, that it takes a lot of pressure off. It's really only played with one court there before, the way I saw it.
Yeah, but I would say that that's gonna be difficult. They gotta do the 3 course with all the machinery around.
Well, they got ways around it. They could do, you know, work some magic and get it one court up, like
They're gonna
some,
replace,
that would be
they're gonna
awesome.
replace the
Right.
light pole,
That would-
they're
that
gonna
would-
put
Probably
the new.
take a lot of pressure off,
A lot of work.
Oh, yeah,
so.
it's gotta get done.
Like the mayor is saying, is like you feel really good when you see kids that you've been coaching. Yesterday, Sunday I saw a kid, Santiago, that lives in Payne Street. He's gonna be a civil engineer in a few months. He's 22-year-old, and he is working right now as a manager in one of the sport facilities in Casa. You know, and he was playing for us like from the time he was 5-year-old. And he got a scholarship in NGIT.
But that's a benefit of coaching. You get to see
That's
that.
the reward.
That's the reward. I get to, you know, go into all the wrestling tournaments now that my grandkids are wrestling, go to these tournaments and running into all these kids I coached or kids that wrestled my sons. And seeing that they've become good fathers or parents and, you know, good citizens and they're out there, now they're coaching. And that's what it's all about. So, you know, the other full court press is we need to get out there and get
Yes.
coaches. You know, we need to get out there and get more
And
coaches.
just to add to that, it doesn't, you don't be dissuaded if you don't know the sport. Like I started with softball, just going into the dugout, making sure the girls weren't swinging the bats and, you know, like just being there to help make sure everyone's safe and to kind of keep the team together. So we could always use, you know, people like that just to make sure the kids are safe because there's a lot going on when they're little, you know.
Sometimes you can see the kids already 50-year-olds, right? They got a group that now they're 50. The coach of the United States, 50-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah.
My son, 50.
Did I ever tell you how I became a wrestling coach? So I'm at a novice tournament up in Closter, and Butch and John Belia, who were the coaches for the program, my sons were wrestling, but I wasn't a coach, decided to go out to lunch with Andy Feintuck and Mr. Bischoff. And they went to one of these buffets, all you can eat. And if you've ever seen Andy Feintuck and Mr. Bischoff, you can imagine. Anyway, they never made it back in time for after the lunch break, so there was no coach. So I just got recruited instantly and I became a coach that day. So that's how I became a wrestling coach. Yeah, that's a true
It's
story.
okay.
So it was good stuff. Best thing ever happened. Plus it beats sitting in the stands. So, motion to close.
Offer.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a wonderful night. Get home safely.